Hello everybody, this is Subterranean Jack. I'm here today to discuss who I think are the favorites for the college football playoffs. I've identified 13 teams that I think have a pretty good shot. Clearly there's going to be a few, such as Clemson and Alabama, who played in the title game last year, who have a really good shot to make it back to the playoffs. There's a few lower profile teams such as Houston, Boise State, and South Florida that are very good teams. But in the final calculation, what it's going to come down to is their strength of schedule is just not as good as what the Power 5 conference teams have on their slate. It's simple as that. I think South Florida, Boise State, Houston, they got a very good shot of going undefeated, but it just won't be enough. Their big wins just won't be big enough when compared to SEC elites and who they've defeated. So let's start off one conference at a time and discuss the favorites. And let's start with the ACC. Clemson. The Tigers are undeniably one of the top teams in the country. Deshaun Watson is not only a Heisman contender, he's the favorite. He almost beat Alabama, not single-handedly in the championship game, but he put on a hell of a show. If the Heisman was awarded after the bowl games, he would have won it. Now, Clemson took some pretty bad losses on defense. They had 6 defenders who left early and were drafted by the NFL. It's going to take a little bit of time to bring their replacements up to speed, but Clemson has the talent. And I just don't see anybody else in the ACC that can stand toe-to-toe with Clemson, particularly with Deshaun Watson as the quarterback. Okay, Florida State is getting a lot of buzz. Clemson has to go to Tallahassee, and that's going to be a hard game. Florida State has a good defense along the lines of even Alabama or LSU, but they're starting a redshirt freshman at quarterback, DeAndre Francois. He's a great athlete. He's a 5-star prospect, but he hadn't taken a snap in college football. And that just doesn't do it for me to say that Florida State is going to push Clemson for the ACC title. I just don't think it's going to happen. Deshaun Watson is a difference maker like we haven't seen since Cam Newton. So I'm going with Clemson, and they have clearly the easiest shot at the playoffs of anybody. They got 3 hard games on their schedule. The opener is at Auburn. They later play Louisville at home, and then they have to go to Florida State. Okay, there's nobody else in the ACC that's going to even make them break a sweat. So Clemson, pencil them in. I think they're going to the playoffs.